Live from Los Angeles, welcome to Good Morning LaLa Land. I'm Dr. Erin.
Hi, I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jezza Moyer. This is Good Morning LaLa Land, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And it's Friday!
Nice. It's all about Friday feeling, dating, love, and relationship. We're going to talk about love mostly. We're going to talk about how to love unconditionally and set some boundaries. I know we all need that. We're going to talk with one woman how she is giving back the divine love movement. Another woman who's talking about love even through divorce diaries. And finally, we're going to talk about one man, how he's giving back to the military through his love of film.
Love it. Get the Friday feels today.
And it's a holiday weekend. Yay! Gearing up for Memorial Day. I'm so excited to kick off this Friday with these very, very special guests. We'd like to welcome back to the Studio Focus TV family member, Ms. Sally Colon. She's a female director, a documentarian. Good morning, Sally.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning, Gabby. She's the creator of the Divine Love Movement. Hello.
We
It's
love your
Stephen.
title.
Yes.
Thanks for having me here.
And Stephen Barber, he is America's military filmmaker. We couldn't be more excited
Hi
to
guys,
talk to you.
good to be here. What an honor.
Yes. This is a perfect way to kick off Memorial Day weekend. So here at Good Morning LaLa Land, we like to know, how do you start your day? What's your morning routine like? Sally, let's start with you.
Oh my gosh, well I have children. So my morning routine is getting up, making sure the kids get up, getting them ready for school, making their lunches, and then taking them to school, coming back and going to the gym. So that's my morning routine.
And I see a little puppy dog there.
And I have to take Max out too.
Lots of
Can't forget
dogs
Max.
today.
Oh, hi, Max. I love some puppy love. Gabby, what's your morning routine like? How do you start your day?
So I usually wake up and I start with meditation and prayer, and then I get ready for the gym, and then I go to work.
Oh,
Nice.
that's so good. Stephen, what about you?
Well, I wake up in the morning very early. I don't have any children. I don't meditate. I don't pray. I take Jimmy Choo out to go to the bathroom. But I'm a big mountain biker, and I live down in Santa Monica, so I get on my mountain bike and go up a ridge called Sullivan Ridge. I've been doing it about 20 years, and do about 90 minutes in the morning, and that's kind of my prayer and meditation.
I was
That's how I
gonna
start
say,
my day.
that sounds good for the soul right
Absolutely.
there.
Nature, exercise.
Oh,
Love it.
beautiful. Well, thank you all so much for being here, for bringing that puppy love. We're excited to talk to you more later in the show.
Nice. So we had a full evening last night. It was like networking and making a difference in the world everywhere around West Hollywood. We went first to Gracias Madres with Hollywood. What's it
Yeah, the
called?
West Hollywood Design District.
He always knows the names.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Every now and then.
Don't ever go to Dr. Aaron for the name.
That's great.
But Ben, we want to give a shout out to everyone in West Hollywood. Incredible, just people up to great things and trying to really collaborate as a community. It's really, I think, the wave of the future. All the community, everyone's trying to really come together in community.
Absolutely. There's been such a revival in West Hollywood, especially in this design district in Robertson Boulevard. And it's awesome just to be able to see it come back to life. It's innovative, it's exciting, and it's community powered.
Right?
Just like
And a
we
little
are
bit of
folks to be.
cannabis in there as well. Coming to West Hollywood. It was like funny they were talking about all the different design districts, and cannabis is a big part of the business world, I guess, apparently in West Hollywood these days.
If you haven't been to West Hollywood, it's one of my absolute favorite places to window shop. You just walk down and you think, oh, I want a room that looks like this, a dining room like that. I want to be wearing this. Ooh, I want to eat there.
So true.
It's a
very life
beautiful crowd.
goals.
Absolutely. And Gracias Madre was so kind in hosting everyone there. An incredible vegan restaurant, one of the top really in the city. In fact, in my opinion, on the West Coast.
Yeah, for sure. Such a chic spot.
Loved it. Food,
And then we
drinks.
ran up to Tantras, which is incredible hot yoga spot, which is really the tipping point of the shishi of everything. So every time they have an event out there, they had a beautiful event for Heal documentary. I want to give a big shout out. Kelly Gore's on the cover of the magazine, and Michael Beckwith, and Patty Penn, and Michael Malora, who was the composer of the music. But so it was so cool because you go in, and it's like all this swag, food. It really is like so LaLa Land, right?
Oh, for sure.
It
Yeah.
was,
So who was there?
Well, who wasn't there? Light was there, so we had light
Light
walk.
walk-ins.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Just, I mean, they were giving out cannabis. I didn't have any, but they were giving out
Microdose.
these like microdoses of like powder of it. I was like, well, this is very interesting. And then food, and they had just everything you can name it. Playing music.
We had to divide and conquer last night. So for the first time, I actually wasn't at this event, but we have some video footage of it I'd love to show you. Let's take a look.
Dr. Erin has a little surprise for Kelly. She's on the cover of Focus magazine this month, which is amazing. So just want to say thank you, everybody. Cece. Thank you, Cece. Get up, please, and take a bow. Thank you, Cece, you're so much. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you, Kelly, from Good Morning LaLa Land and Focus TV. I really appreciate all your guys' work for the world. I look up to all of you guys. I consider all of you my family, my soul family, and just thank you so much. Honor all your work.
Amen.
Thank you.
Millions of people's lives across the globe of just awakening, knowing that there's alternative ways of healing, and there are spontaneous remission and things. And of course, we always want everyone to seek advice from their medical doctor, but we also know there are many other paths as well.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Heal documentary, you have to check it out. It was amazing. I mean, I loved it, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's hard to put together something that informative that's also that, sort of entertaining. So.
For sure.
Absolutely. That's why we put Kelly on the cover of the new issue of Focus magazine. She is absolutely an empowerista. She's entertaining, she's enlightening, and she's really empowering all of us to heal, to take charge of our own health, our own wellness, to love on ourselves in honor of Friday Feels, and change the world.
Yep.
She's incredible.
Speaking of, we have so many incredible, the community is incredible around wellness. Elle Rusk, want to give another shout out to her.
Yes.
With Primal Blueprint podcast and kitchen products, incredible, great for your weekend barbecues.
Does Elle sleep? What's up with it? That's amazing. She's got a podcast, she does, the shows, and then she does, of course, her products.
Yeah,
collagen,
Primal
bars.
Kitchen, collagen bars. I know I'll be gearing up for a barbecue. That's one of my favorite ways to spend the long holiday weekend is outside by the grill. No, I do not grill, but I enjoy it when somebody else does.
You enjoy other people who do grill.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm actually planning on bringing some of these Primal Kitchen goodies that she was so kind to send us. This Chipotle lime mayo is made with avocado oil, totally guilt-free, but it tastes sinful. You know what I mean? Like, you are gonna love this.
So what are you doing this weekend, Rob?
Man, that's a great question. Well, my dad's a vet, so I'll be giving him a call, probably do a little FaceTime. Other than that, I'll probably mostly be catching up on rest. Hopefully it's great weather because I love to hit the beach. And then Sunday I might check out the Tim Story event.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Big shout out to Tim Story for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you?
And yeah, big thanks to Sally for inviting us.
Exactly.
I have no plans, honestly. I mean, we're shooting on Monday, so we'll still be here. But my sister worked with vets at the vet VA office in Salt Lake City for years, and it's really interesting. She did a lot of prolonged therapy and trauma work with them. So just always knowing this holiday, knowing that we're all in this together, knowing that every day there's something like 22 vets that commit suicide. So just doing some prayer work and knowing the truth and being recommitted to our mission here, which is really waking up the world and doing all that we can.
Amen to that one. There.
That's right.
Absolutely. So if you are looking for a great way to celebrate this Memorial Day, there are 44 amazing things. I'm sure there's more than that, but 44 are listed by WeLikeLA.com, including the Queen Mary. They are having free admission, so that's a great way of going and seeing part of U.S. military history and being able to experience it firsthand. That's one of my, I think, favorite historical things to do here in Los Angeles.
Love it.
Well, let's take a little break. When we come back, we're going to talk with 3 interviews about love, and more love. Stay tuned.
Hello, Los Angeles. I am your host and producer, Alex Worley, filming inside Focus TV's West Hollywood studio. Welcome to Empowerista, a show dedicated to highlighting female trailblazers and empowering you to turn your barriers into breakthroughs.
Hey guys, I'm Amy Paprath.
And I'm Justin Walter.
And this is What's Good, the show that's dedicated to positive, uplifting stories from all over the globe.
Welcome to Good Morning LaLa Land. I'm Dr. Erin.
I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jessa Moye.
And we're making history as the first live streaming daily talk show.
This is where all kinds of shit happens.
Monday through Friday, we are going to be streaming to you live, Los Angeles, at 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Alyssa Goodman Show. So Kelly, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Alyssa. This is so fun.
I know.
What's up, Rose girls? I'm Jessica Carroll. Today we're gonna have so much fun because we have fitness personality Katie Austin.
Hey,
we're
thanks for
having
having me on.
with
Cheers.
Katie Austin.
I love it. It
Cheers.
feels like a Saturday.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Millennial Life. I'm your host, Laura Odegaard, and today we are joined by the very beautiful former Miss California and now a TV host, Natasha Martinez. I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
You are tuning in to Slay with Rachel McCourt, and I have a fabulous guest. In studio with me is Liza Glukoff. She's just been named executive producer of programming at Awesomeness TV. I mean, no big deal, but huge. Hi.
Thank you.
Hi.
Are we so excited right now?
We are so excited.
I mean,
Thank
we
you for
have
having me.
roses, we have perfect lighting, we've got some Spa Girl vodka in case we get a little crazy.
Hey, Dr. Erin here, teaching universal law and spiritual truth, having a conscious conversation in the heart of Hollywood. And I'm honored to have the guest today, who is Christina Pascucci, who is amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's an honor to be here with you. I so appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Jenna Barnett with Millennial Mom on Focus TV. And today I have Jennifer Yen here today to chat with me about all things mom related. So you actually started your career as an actress and you were on the very famous TV series Power Rangers, right?
Yes, I used to fight them as my first career.
You're watching Beige Bay TV. It's fitness expert and your Beige Bay Edwina Chia. Ladies and genticles, Tiffany Angulo. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. You know, you're my Beige Bay of the week, not only because of your nationality, but because you just seem like the girl who does it all.
Hi everybody, I'm Allie Landry and welcome to Reshape TV. I have created an online platform, reshapelive.com and Reshape TV, to provide a place where women can learn from the very best resources for those of us who are striving to reshape our lives and live an optimal, healthy lifestyle.
Hey LA, I'm Gwen Lane with the LA Girl, and I'm here with Liz Hernandez, former TV host at Access Hollywood and now the founder of Wordiful. So excited to hear more about that. Liz, thank you so much for being here today.
Hi Gwen, thanks for having me.
Hi everyone, it's Michelle Gillette, life coach and host of the Spotlight series on Focus TV. And joining us today is our dear friend, Shalini Videra.
And thank you for having me.
Of course.
I'm so happy to be here.
You're the perfect person to be here because we love anything that is, women helping other women, women empowering other women.
Hi, I'm Janica. I'm here with Focus TV for my segment of Fearless Females. And today I interview Doriana Richmond. You're gonna love listening to Doriana. Not only is she beautiful, but she's so heartfelt and she has created this amazing jewelry line called Stone Simple.
Hi. Well, thank you for that introduction.
Yeah,
wow.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, and welcome to Everyday Game Changers, the show that features people giving back to their community. I'm your host, Annalise Getz, and today we are joined by Rolanda Watt. Rolanda is a stand-up comedian, she's an actress, she's a television personality, and she is a philanthropist, which is why she's here today. So thank you for joining us, Rolanda.
Thank you for having me. A joy to be here.
Today on Moms Matter, we're going to talk about money, 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 something that we all struggle with and we need help with, and that's why we have the fabulous Winnie Sun, who's here with us today.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you so much. I know you've been on MSNBC and Forbes, and you are the money expert.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a new magical episode of Soul Reboot. I am your host, Allison Charles. Please welcome and meet this powerful divine queen whose name is Daphne Wayans. I am so happy to be here with you.
I'm so honored to be here. Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. It's an incredible honor to start this Memorial Day weekend with a true American hero. He is a filmmaker, he's the CEO of Vanilla Fire Productions. Thank you so much for being
Thanks
here today.
for having me here. What an honor. It's fantastic.
Right. So tell us, your entire kind of mission around your films are military driven.
Well,
how did that mission start for you?
You know, I know it sounds kind of weird. God, I didn't do any of this. I'm not this good. I was on a bike ride about 20 years ago. I don't know, you guys might old enough to remember Eddie Albert, the actor from Green Acres. I met Eddie. He was 95 at the time. He was a battle-hardened guy. He was in World War II. And he was in a battle called Tarawa, where we lost 1,200 Marines in 3 days. It was called Bloody Tarawa. So that, it never occurred to me to make a movie. I was an actor for about 3 seconds. You remember back in the 80s, that one scene I did?
More than one scene.
Right. It never occurred to me actually to make a film, but then something else happened 10 years later. I met another World War II veteran who was in that battle, who just passed away about 4 months ago, named Leon Cooper. And I just thought, what are the odds that I would meet these two battle-hardened veterans from this absurd battle from World War II? So it seemed like I was supposed to be on that mission. So Ed Harris was Leon's neighbor. Ed said, hey, if you find the money, I'll narrate it. And I'm like, Ed Harris? I mean,
it's big.
So
How do you say no to that
That
guy?
motivated me. So I went out on the dough, found a couple $100,000, and we went out to Tarawa, and that was in 2008. And we've been going ever since. I just got back from Afghanistan about 3 months ago. I shot a movie called The World's Most Dangerous Paper Route about the men and women of Stars and Stripes. If you ever saw the movie Full Metal Jacket, Matthew Modine and Kevin Major Howard actually play Stars and Stripes reporters. It's a real newspaper. It gets to 1 million people a day. They have 100,000 issues that go out to our troops downrange meaning behind enemy lines. So I was out on Blackhawks. I was out. I could see the Himalayas, the Hindu Kush, and I was out on a couple Taliban hunting runs, which I don't suggest. If that's on your bucket list, Afghanistan, just scratch it, because I'm glad I went.
But what was it like? Really?
It was adrenaline full. It was, let me tell you what it was like. Our young, if it wasn't for the United States military, and I say this with all my heart, if it wasn't for the United States military, the world would be thrust into darkness. What these young men and women doing, and I'm talking 19, 20, 21, 22 years old. I actually met a 32-year-old captain who just had her 4th child. She was from Chicago, and I'm like, so what are you doing today, Captain? She goes, well, I just had my 4th child. Now I'm back, and now I'm going to go out and engage the Taliban.
Wow.
And I was like, and these are the best trained, the most highly motivated, the most sophisticated armed forces we've ever had. So, because they're all volunteer.
Right.
Everybody's there because they want to be there.
So, there's different viewpoints on war, military, and everything above. And I think that there's some real delusional people thinking that, we just all love, and there is some darkness on this planet, and we do need to have boundaries, as we're supposed to have talked in the first segment, which we never got to. But how do we have boundaries? And so, looking at this, you've been now in this conversation. I know you're not an expert per se in the bigger vision, but I think someone who's really told the stories, you're seeing the bigger picture of what's going on. Where do you think that line is between having those boundaries as a country and going into this is pure greed for money going into this war
Well,
zone?
we have to be realistic. I mean, we live in the greatest country in the history of mankind. I mean, we're very, very fortunate here. I've traveled to 73 countries. I've been to a lot of third world, fourth world. I mean, Afghanistan's fifth world. In fact, I was with the general of the 455th Air Command, and I said, why are we here? And I'm like, if we left, what would happen? He goes, you know what would happen? He says, the Taliban would kill millions of people. And that's what they do. That's what happened. The Khmer Rouge did that in Vietnam after we left. So now we kind of have a position where we should have never pulled out of Iraq. Because once we go in, what that basically formed the Taliban, that formed Al-Qaeda. So, I'm not a policymaker. I'm just a filmmaker.
Yeah.
But I've gone to these ancient battle sites. I've seen what our men and women have done. And I'm thoroughly convinced that the United States military is a good thing. I mean, it really is a good thing. And if people doubt that, just go travel a little bit. And without them, like I said, I really feel that the world would be a much, much darker place.
Well, we have a special look at the trailer for your new film, The World's Most Dangerous Paper Route. Let's take a look.
Right.
Award-winning filmmakers Stephen Barber and Matthew Housley, along with producer Tamara Henry, bring you The World's Most Dangerous Paper Route. Never-before-seen images from legendary Stars and Stripes military newspaper.
Don't worry about the bullet with your name on it. Worry about those flying around that say to whom it may concern.
I was a member of the West Point class of 1974, commissioned in the infantry as a second lieutenant. Stars and Stripes was something we looked forward to receiving. It had a lot of news content that was not available elsewhere. Stars and Stripes was part of our daily existence. In a way, the hometown newspaper of the U.S. military.
I think it's the most important newspaper media organization in the world.
I had a choice between going to Armed Forces Network or to Stars and Stripes, and I picked Stars and Stripes. It was the top job and the top journalism job in the U.S. military. So everybody read it. In the field, in particular, people were hungry for it. And there were no punches pulled. We knew what was going on in the States. We read about it every day. It's a great publication with a great history.
I feel like it gives me an opportunity to tell some powerful stories.
Join Vanilla Fire Productions as they head downrange to Afghanistan, Iraq, and Kuwait to follow the world's most dangerous paper route.
I was the first woman actually to ever go out there. Before you know it, there's tear gas flying, and there's rocks flying, and there's bullets flying.
These people put their lives on the line continuously.
That's awesome. Wow. I love that. I haven't seen that in quite a while. So,
That's
quite powerful, yeah.
Well, and it's like, I didn't look for this either. I mean, I haven't looked for stories in years. What happened was Stars and Stripes had done a couple stories on my company in 2015 in Japan and when I was out in the Philippines. So like the third time they did a story, I said, you guys are so cool. It's such a great historic newspaper. Has anybody ever done a documentary on you? And the guy that wrote the story on me, named Seth Robson, this Kiwi, this New Zealander, he said, oh, mate, I've always wanted to do a story on Stars and Stripes. It's not a very good New Zealander. And he says, I want to call it the world's most dangerous paper route. And I'm like, I didn't come up with that. I was like, and as soon as he said that to me, because a title can do so much, I was like, what did you say? It's the world's most dangerous paper route. I said, I'm in. So I called the publisher. I said, hey, I've got a great idea. I've got a great title. And it took about a year because it's DOD. Stars and Stripes is owned by the Defense Department. So I didn't really think I'd be able to get money out of the government. But the guy that runs the paper was, he's kind of retiring in the next year or two. He kind of wanted to have a swan song. And he had seen some of our work. And obviously he knew of us because he had done a couple stories on us. And then it got done. The next thing I knew, I was on a plane over to Dubai. I was in Kuwait. I was in Djibouti in Africa. Once again, another place I don't. Go to Cancun. Do not go to Djibouti.
Right.
Do not go to Djibouti.
So
okay?
as Good Morning LaLa Land, we don't get into politics per se, but I'm curious to know what it is, what's the message? What's the takeaway from this film?
The takeaway is that our United States military are deployed all over the world. They are Americans. They need to know what's going on in their hometown, which is what this is. This is a hometown newspaper. They need to know if the Dodgers are winning. And you can't believe, 80% of the kids, you ask them, what's your favorite part of Stars and Stripes? Sports. The sports. I mean, so it's really important. A lot of, there is a Stars and Stripes app, but I mean, you get out in Afghanistan, all the wireless is shut down because the enemy, we don't want the enemy to have the wireless. So the only way to get any sort of information to the troops is the newspaper.
But how do you have a non-biased opinion in a newspaper like that? About
Well, it's funny you should ask that because it is the most non-biased paper in the world. And the great thing about it is because even though it is DOD, it has First Amendment. I'm so glad you asked that. It has First Amendment protection. So the people writing the newspaper, half of them are former military, half of them are not. So it's a real great eclectic mix. There is no bias. They tell the story. And there's a great woman in my film called, her name's Laura Rausch. She was basically in combat for 17 years. She met this triple amputee named Kyle Hockenberry. She met him on a medevac. Because of that, she got married and met the pilot's uncle. And now her and Kyle got together. In the film, we reunite them for the first time. He lost both of his legs. He lost his arm. He had a tattoo on his arm that said, "For those I serve, I will sacrifice." That tattoo went viral. So she's this great storyteller. So this is also kind of a Me Too thing. I mean, this is about women that are in combat that are doing, there's a lot of women in combat. It's mind-boggling. Telling the story. So it's, I have no bias. The paper doesn't seem to have any bias. Like as an outside filmmaker, I didn't see any. And the people, there's no paper like this in the world. People really, they love Stars and Stripes. Their mission is to get the right news to the troops downrange, and that's it.
Well, thank you for sharing that story with us. We're really
My
excited
pleasure.
to see the film. You've got a collection of films.
We do. This is the world's first military six-pack. This has, and I've been able to work with Josh Brolin. Kelsey Grammer's my partner. We have a project called Left Behind that we're out pitching, trying to bring home more Marines. There's over 88,000 missing from World War II. 88,000. Wow. Our company, Vanilla Fire Productions, is responsible for over 60 sets of remains coming home. We've had 21 funerals. This is the power of film. That's why I love this town. It would have never occurred to me a decade ago, or 20 years ago when I met Eddie Albert, that because I made a movie, it pissed off the right Marine. That Marine got congressional legislation. Seriously, there's nothing better than a pissed off Marine. Congressional legislation passed through Congressman Lipinski out of Chicago. The next thing I know, I get a call from the DOD, Defense Department, say, Mr. Barber, we got $1 million. We're going to go out and look for some Marines. Would you like to jump on a C-17 and go with us? I was like, well, sure. I'm not doing anything today. So I mean, it was just. But the power of film, the power of storytelling, and we live in the storytelling capital of the world. So I couldn't be happier.
Right.
It's just amazing.
We just want to give a big shout out to all the families, all the people that have had their lives taken, and knowing that for whatever reason that it's all of our journey. I mean, it really is. It's a global thing, and that any war going on, anything that is really our wake-up call to hopefully set boundaries and to set policy, and that it helps everyone. And obviously that's really a touchy subject, and I'm not a politician by any means, but I just know that there's a divine awakening going on right now, for sure.
And there's been a juxtaposition. The Vietnam War was extremely controversial, and soldiers got spit on when they came home, and they didn't even know what was going on. They had no idea. They were just serving their country. They had no idea about the angst going on back here. I just came back from New York, and like 10 service guys got on a United aircraft. Everybody applauded. So there's this complete 180 where, it's real pro-military now. And I mean, it was really dramatic. I was like, well, these Vietnam vets didn't get that, but our veterans now and our current service personnel seem to be really highly respected by people like us.
Right. Well, thank you, because you stepping up into your light and your purpose created a culture that we can tell these stories and celebrate these heroes. So
thank you.
We appreciate you being
with
us.
And I'm not a hero. I serve those who serve. That's it. I tell the stories of the heroes.
That makes you a hero in my book.
Okay, I'm in.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning LaLa Land.
Thanks.
Welcome to the Focus TV studios in West Hollywood. I'm Jessica Moyer, host of LA Unscripted and co-host of Good Morning LaLa Land, America's first live streaming daily talk show. And today I have the privilege to announce the latest issue of Focus magazine, and we're calling it the Empowerment Issue. These pages are filled with some of the most amazing personalities that are truly empowering others. On the cover is Ms. Kelly Gores, a filmmaker who's dedicated her work to empowering others to take charge of their own health and wellness and heal. We're also proud to feature Mr. Mark Teschner, a 9-time Emmy Award-winning casting director for General Hospital. I had the honor of interviewing Mr. Teschner at Prospect Studios, where he is empowering some of the most talented personalities in daytime television. It is an honor to feature Ms. Ellen Rakuten, a 13-time Emmy Award-winning producer known for her work empowering others through The Oprah Show and now in Red Table Talks. She is a true entertainment mogul, a loving mother, and an absolute empowerista. And speaking of empowerista, the creator of the Empowerista show herself, Ms. Alex Worley. And where can you find an LA dining experience that feels like home? Right in Encino on Ventura Boulevard. I had the honor of interviewing Chef Nigel at Davenport's, where it's good food, good friends, and great family. And Focus magazine readers now have a new morning routine. Bel Air has welcomed Mr. Warren Kalute, aka Chef Warren of Holy Juice, an incredible juice bar right at the Bel Air Glen Center. Also in this issue, Mr. Kim Vo, known as the best blonder in the business. No matter what celebrity he's working with, he always goes back to his roots. A special shout out to Ms. Lillian Garcia, who I had the honor to interview for the previous cover of Focus magazine. Part of her empowering tribe is From Music to Mindset with Arden Kaylin and Greg Sims with a practical goal-setting technique. And Elizabeth Winkler contributed a very empowering piece from Laura Wasser, who is changing the face with divorce because it's over easy. Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. We are so excited to have Focus TV family member here, Ms. Sally Cohen. She's a female director, documentarian. You are a mogul. My goodness, you have so much going on. It's hard to keep up with you.
It's hard to keep up with myself, me. It's a lot of. I mean, people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I don't know how much time do you have? And it's crazy because I also have kids. You know, I'm a mom too, so
Right.
just a few things. But.
Oh, and you're also in this issue of the Focus magazine.
Beautiful.
Right
Have you guys
here.
seen that? Andy, I love you. I love Andy.
We love Andy Walden. So this was a great piece. Not all heroes wear capes. You know, we mentioned heroes, and you truly are a hero, Sally, for the work that you're doing. Cape
Please, no.
or no cape?
I do have a cape at home.
That's
It's from Magic Mountain, but it's still a cape.
It counts.
It counts.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, Sally, the greatest thing about you, in my opinion, is that you're just so real. You have like a.
Thank you.
We've had great, deep conversations from everything from kind of morphing our religious backgrounds and how that looks to awaken to whatever's there for each individual. We've talked about divorce. I've been on your show, Divorce Diaries, talking about how, you know, we've had to shift our thoughts around the perception of and, you know, judgment around divorce and what that looks like. And so I think that for me, when it comes to you, you're just this light of bringing transformation into the world. So
Thank you.
what you're on, you have so many projects. What are you most excited about?
Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, this is to be cliche, but in life, I'm most excited about being a mom. I just am. I mean, I have my greatest, most happy moments when I'm at Magic Mountain with my girls. That's really the truth. And waking up to my girls and going into the room and be like, good morning, girls, you know, so being a mom, number one.
For sure.
And what I love about my girls is that they understand that mommy has to work. So that mommy has, you know, I'm a single mom. So they understand that. And so they'll come on set with me. I mean, they would be here today if they weren't at school. And anyway, I don't want to get into it, but I love my baby. I love you girls. They're going to watch this later after school. But no, as you said, I went through a divorce a couple years ago, and I decided to do a show called Divorce Diaries. And it's on Jesus Daily, if anybody wants to watch it. There's 12 episodes up there. And I don't say anything negative about my ex. We're actually really good friends. And we've chosen to do that because we have kids. But it's kind of on a funny, you know, kind of like loose, just my experience, you know, like waking up after being divorced and like I had a 5-bedroom house with a dog and a cat and a husband and 2 kids. Oh, and you have
when I was on
you
the
have.
show,
Oh, yes. We were
You're
right here on this
at
couch.
that.
Actually, that's a really good episode. I think we have thousands and thousands of views, so you'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
But okay, where was I? I have my ADD like, kicks in, and I'm like, wait, what was I talking? Divorce. Oh, so it's really just my experience. I'm not an expert. I'm not saying that, you know, like listen to me and you know do. It's my experiences. That's it.
But what I love about it so much, and why you say that you're not, I feel very strongly that you are, but you also provide a safe space for people to learn both about themselves and about the experience of other people. So tell us a little bit about that. Like, what have you learned through both divorce and doing Divorce Diaries?
Well, first of all, I was thrown into my transformation as I was going through my divorce because divorce is the worst thing I've ever gone through. I really didn't know it was going to be that hard, but it really was. And I was devastated, and I spent a lot of time in the fetal position. So that threw me into the therapist's office, you know, just to get myself out of depression, really. Not knowing that I was going to go through transformation when I started that. Then I found this place in Valencia, and I'm a pastor's kid, so I found this church called Grace Baptist. And they have these classes called spiritual care. I was like, what is this? And so I dove in. So I took spiritual care for 30 weeks. I took boundaries class. I just started boundaries part 2 on Wednesday.
Everyone needs to learn how to set some boundaries.
Oh yeah, I have taken so many courses on just transforming your life and finding yourself. And I got this bracelet in Puerto Rico, which is where I'm from. And it's May 31st, 2016. I say, I met myself for the first time.
Wow.
Myself, the girl that I feel God created me to be originally, before all the junk.
Who is that girl?
You know, honest, compassionate. I wasn't honest before. I didn't realize that. I thought I was. I was like, I'm Puerto Rican. I say it like it is, you know. But I wasn't. I was saying it like it is in a reactive way. Now I say it like it is from the heart.
Ah, love that.
And it's not loud and blah. It's like, this is how I feel. And you could either respect it or not respect it, you know. And I've lost a couple friends during this transformation because, as you know, and I'm not sure if you've been through your transformation. You and I haven't had deep talks. We've had deep talks where you guys are. We'll have to have some deep talks after this.
Okay.
But as you know, when
working
you
too much. She's always working.
I know.
She's doing all the
I
stuff
saw
that
you guys
should
at
be
the
doing.
Emmys, by the way. That was amazing on the red carpet. Good for you guys. But just when you go through that, you change a lot, and you're not comfortable in certain spaces anymore. And I had to come to terms with that and not feel bad about it. And that's where my therapist comes in and goes, it's okay, you know? And some friends I've brought back into my life because we let go of each other because of some stuff I had to come to terms with. So it's been a really fun, like, evolution of life. that I'm really enjoying.
So how's that transformation informed your projects? Tell us a little bit about that. You've got
Yes, I have so many projects. Well, I have the Divorce Diaries on Daily that you guys can watch. I have Women Like Us documentary, which I did. My mom passed away and she left me some money, and I wanted to do a project to honor her, and that's in, across the country. I'm flying to Maryland. Keisha's bringing me out. I'm so excited to meet her next week. So June 2nd, we'll be in Maryland, so make sure you guys check that out on our Instagram, Women Like Us Docu, for more information. And then I have a new documentary coming out, we're in post, about Puerto Rico, because when the whole hurricane happened, I had to, this is what I do, like my empathy takes over sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta do something about Puerto Rico because my family's without power. I still have family without power, by the way.
Wow.
By the way, there are thousands of people still without power. So I flew out there, my sister came with me and brought my camera and a camera guy, and we just shot, we talked, hi Max, we talked to the director of FEMA, which I think we have there it is, there's the director of FEMA, and asking him like, when are you gonna get the power up? And I talked to the power people, and so this is one of the families that I met when I was there, that they're part. There's Mimi, I love her. I actually met them in December, and then when I came back in January, we had a big fundraiser, which you guys were at, and we were able to replace their roof. We went back in January and replaced the roof, and I think we have the picture of the actual roof. There it is, with the Puerto Rican flag.
Wow.
So I got to be there for that. That was amazing.
So what's the deal? So where's it at with electricity and everything down
So the reason why it's happening is because it wasn't good to begin with. So when Hurricane Maria came, she literally took it all down, like all the poles and the power lines and all that. And originally they had hired somebody and that didn't work out, and so they had to rehire somebody. And then you got to realize it's an island. So you got to fly to get there. You can't there's no trucks that will drive in, and it takes a long time to get the materials they needed to Puerto Rico, so that's it took so long, and people don't understand that. They're doing the best they can. I do, after interviewing everyone, I feel like they're doing the best they can.
So do you, I mean, I don't know if you know any of this, but I feel like at some level there's the desire to go independent from the United States because of the anger around it.
Here we have Republican and Democrats. There they have three different parties, and it's the party that wants to be independent, the party that's fine the way they are, and the party that is like, no way, or yes, we want to be a part of the U.S. So there's three different, and they're kind of split. And I don't know where I'm at because I don't live there and I can't really say, but I just want them to be okay, and I want the U.S. and America to understand that these are your people too. Puerto Ricans are American, and we have fought. Our men have fought in the wars for America, and so just keep supporting. Don't stop. I know it's out of mind, out of sight. It's not on the news anymore, so people don't think about it, but it's still there, and we still need to help.
So when's the documentary coming out?
So we're in post right now, and I was trying to get it done the first anniversary, but I think I don't rush through it, and there's so much story to tell. So I'm going to take my time.
Better to get it right.
Absolutely. And with my first one, it took me 4 years. This one won't take me 4 years, but I'm excited about it, and my family's excited. I'm going back. I'm going to go back because there's still a lot to tell, and I'm going to go see my family meet, Mimi and her family, and. It's been amazing. I'm excited. And then I'm doing a third project.
What?
I haven't started
really
yet.
excited.
It's going to be on anti-bullying. And I've shot a little bit of that, but I'm going to wait. I'm not going to rush through that, but I'm so excited about it. My kids are excited about it. They're going to be a part of it. They're going to help me produce it. I'm going to have my daughter produce that one because they have a lot to say about bullying in school. So
one of the things I love about you so much is that you're so love-focused, and of course here at Focus TV we love being love-focused.
Yes.
So can you talk to us a little bit about that? Because I'm always interested in what people believe about love, what they think about love, what moves them about love.
Yeah.
So what is that for you?
Well, I'm single. and ready for love. But not really. I'm not really ready for love. I'm so enjoying my single time and just getting to know myself and learning to love myself first. But I go on a date here and there and it's fun, but I just am enjoying me. But love for me, I think, is finding someone who has similar likes and loves. The whole thing where they say like opposites attract, I'm not sure, because I married someone that was fully opposite than me and it wasn't great. So I really want, he's great, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
But I really just want to find someone that likes the same things I like, and I like the same things he likes. I want us to be compassionate towards each other. I want to support him. I want him to support me. I'm a lot of woman. I am a lot of woman, I have to say. And I'm okay saying that. And I'm Puerto Rican, so, you know, but I'm not really, like, I'm a refined Puerto Rican, we'll say. But I want to love somebody. Like, I have so much love to give someone, but it has to be the right person, and I'm not going to just marry anyone. I do want to marry again.
But I think someone like you, like you're, you know, say you're type A, which I am as well.
Yes.
And I feel like sometimes we're misunderstood because we have such a big mission and that we want to get done and we want to go forward. And I think that it's misunderstood because there's a confusion if someone's aggressive or a kind of a leader. It's hard as a woman's role because it's not our traditional role.
Right.
But you have this huge mission. I feel like for someone like you, you need to be linked up with somebody who has and really gets who you are at a mission level.
I agree with that. I agree
and
with
once they get that, it's like, oh, whatever. She's on her rant today because she's got to get this done.
Right.
You know, like, right?
Yeah, you can really power couple. Yes. And wear your mantra socks. Launch it.
Thank you, Jesslyn.
Yes.
I have the box, but I don't know. So yes, we launched last fourth quarter, and we had 3,000 pairs of socks, and we sold out in 2 months. So we had to reorder. So we have 4,000 socks coming. We have a new mantra, which you have to go on. Am I here? Okay. Oh, there's the sock. There it is. There's Be Love. So we have Be Love, Grateful, and oh my gosh, Breathe, which was my mantra when I was going through a divorce. But we have a new mantra. I don't know, should I exclusive? Exclusive on Good Morning please. The new mantra is believe.
Oh, amen.
Believe. Because who doesn't need to believe in themselves these days with everything going on with the Me Too and the Time's Up and all the stuff that's I feel so powerful as a woman right now, by the way, which I don't know how you guys feel.
Oh, we are in our right now.
Oh, just powerful. And I don't want to, you know, it's like there's so much within that. But, you know, that is what it is. I just feel as a woman director, because when I first moved to LA, I moved into producing because that's where the women were. Now I feel okay being a director and saying, I'm a director and I'm a female. It seems to be more accepted now. So for that, I'm really excited, you know, to be like open arms. I'm part now of the Film Fatales and the Alliance for Women Directors, and I have a support system of other women directors, and it's I love it. Right? Yes, but so Mantra Socks is just on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. It's just Mantra Socks. But Amazon, so we're launching by next Friday. The socks will be out, 4,000 pair. Please go out and get them, because for every pair you buy, a pair goes to a homeless shelter, which is another great thing. But these are for their yoga and you know, for whatever you want. But I wear them at home because I have wood floors and they're cold. And so they're slipper socks, if you want to call them that, and they look like little ballerina slippers.
They're so cute.
Yes.
So cute.
Yes.
We're really excited for you, your journey.
Thank you.
Believe you will find love, and it will be deserving and powerful.
Thank you. I'm ready.
For sure.
I'm ready for
You're
love.
definitely like a mentor. I definitely like to talk about women and looking up to women and seeing what you've done. And I'm sure there's so many people out there like, how in the world is she doing this? Or even
tours and inspirations, Roma Downey.
Oh my gosh.
Which I know she was here. She's been here. God. The fact that I met her was such a dream come true. I walked into her office. I was like, I'm in Roma Downey's office.
She still is like an angel. She walks
she
through
is an
and you're
angel.
like, I've been
And
touched
her
by an angel.
For real.
For real.
For real. I agree with you. So we met, and so we're developing a new show. They're developing a new show for me. I don't know if I can say the name yet. I probably shouldn't, but just, you know, keep following me on Facebook. And but it's all about inspiring people and igniting. I can't tell you.
Well, why don't you get permission, then come back on the show
I will do
and
that.
make the
I
big
will do that.
announcement.
And maybe I'll bring the with me.
Ooh, yes.
Yes. But so that's, I think we're shooting the pilot this summer. And then we'll be launching it digitally on Jesus Daily, which has 34 million, and then the Lightworkers. So Lightworkers, follow Lightworkers, because they're doing amazing things. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook, and it's all positive. And light workers, we're light workers, right?
We're light workers here at
We're
LaLa
working
Land.
it, that's
We
right.
are, absolutely. So Jesus Daily is the one that's kind of putting all that together. My friend Erin Tabor, who I love so much, and we've been friends forever. So I'm living my dream out loud is how I feel.
You are a light.
You are
Sound
a light.
really a light.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are.
So
Happy
excited.
coach, Erin and Jesslyn. I love you guys.
We love you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
We're
you.
really excited. We're excited to have you back on the show to make a big announcement about your new show.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning LaLa Land. I'm Jess Mollier, co-host of Good Morning LaLa Land with my associate producer, Ms. Victoria Simone.
Hey girl, what are we wearing right now?
Special thanks to J Squad for making us feel like true goddesses today. He's sponsoring the look for all of This Week in La La Land.
Yes. Speaking of This Week in La La Land, what happened?
We started off interviewing Jane Hansen. She's an Emmy Award-winning OG host of hosts.
What's crazy?
Living legend, right? We also had 2 Emmy Award winners of The Bay, Eric and Santi Nielsen, hashtag relationship goals. And my favorite girl who makes grown men cry was here, Kirsten Collins, releasing her new single, Rainbows.
What a baby.
We are so excited to welcome Dr. Sandra Lee, aka Dr. Pimple Popper, to the studio. She's got over 2 billion views on YouTube, a true skincare sensation. We also welcome to the studio the creative team of Sick for Toys, the directors, the producers from my house. We went to the premiere in Beverly Hills that night.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into This Week in La La Land. Jez?
It's gonna be a good morning, La La Land.
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into This Week in Focus. Victoria Simone here, associate producer here at Focus TV Network, America's first live streaming daily talk show network with my girl,
Jez Mollier, co-host of Good Morning La La Land. So Victoria, tell me what happened this week in Focus.
So last week on the Focus TV Network, we had What's Good
with Aida Rodriguez, super funny, talented comedian.
We had Reshape with Allie Landry.
With legendary Roma Downey and Kyle Richards.
We had Moms Matter, hosted by Shirin Yadigar. On that show was
Sophia Dixon,
founder of Q Wonder. We had Success Beyond Beauty, founder Terry Briggs, with our girl Erica Dela Cruz. Jez, who are we wearing right now?
We are wearing J Squad. Special thanks for making us feel like a true goddess here on Good Morning La La Land.
Speaking of Good Morning La La Land, who was on last week?
We had legendary host Jane Hansen, the creative team of Sick for Toys, amazing musician, and Kirsten Collins was here, singer-songwriter, and she's making grown men cry. And of course, we had Eric and Santi Nielsen from The Bay.
Couple goals. Thanks for tuning in to This Week in Focus. Jez, thanks for helping me out.
Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. We are going to talk about the divine love movement, something true to my heart. So, Gabby Truitt, thank you so much for coming here. As a founder, we're so happy to have you here.
Thanks
so
for
honored.
having me over.
But what is the divine love movement?
So the Divine Love Movement is a movement that is all about sharing love. We share the love of God, and it's just all about bringing hope and showing people that you can be whoever you want to be, and it doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter your situation. There's an opportunity that you can change anything, and there's a future for everyone.
So what does that mean? You go into different countries and you work with children around them?
Yes.
Okay.
So here in the United States, we support homeless, and outside the United States, we support orphans. So every outreach is different. We try to work with whatever needs they have. So let's say in Guatemala, we do a lot of arts and crafts. We teach English classes. We help with food, school supplies. Costa Rica, we did a lot of gardening, and we play with the kids. We provide school supplies, food, and it varies.
Amazing. So you know, researching your story, you have an incredible story.
Thank you.
You came here when you were very young, and do you mind talking about some of your
Good.
So yeah.
Tell us
about it. Yeah, tell us about it.
So I moved here when I was 18. Completely changed my life. I come from a very broken childhood. My mom left when I was 4 years old. I grew up just very angry, making bad decisions. I started doing drugs when I was 11. And when you have that type of life, you know, you're very angry, mad. And then in that process, you kind of create that life for yourself. And a lot of times you get the title from people like, oh, you're never gonna make it, or this is who you're gonna be for the rest of your life, or this is your title. you're never going to be able to finish school. You're never going to be able to have the job you want to have. You're never going to, this is who you're going to be for the rest of your life. And for me, coming here was changing my life, was a wake-up call. You know what? If I can do it, other people can do it. And I can be whoever I want to be. It doesn't matter my background. It doesn't matter my circumstances. It doesn't matter that I'm broke right now, but I can change that situation. I can be whoever I want to be if I set goals and I work for it.
Wow.
Amen, sister.
Wow.
That's
Beautiful.
right.
And you did. I did, yes.
That's right.
And you know, I'm not here to preach about God, but the Divine Love Movement, we focus about sharing the love of God, because a lot of times people have the misconception about God being judgment, and God is love. And that's what we want to share. God is healing. God is the God of opportunities, joy, hope, healing. So we're all about
and you are living
sharing
proof
love.
of that.
Yes.
Living
Absolutely.
proof of that.
Have there been people in your life that have been role models for you that have believed in you and inspired you? Or
Yes, actually, when I first moved here, I got invited to this church, and the pastors of that church, they mentor me. And after I did my program, I did counseling, and they walked with me through the process. And you know, it was a very difficult process. It was the worst time of my life, and they were there, and that's what I love. When you say that the word love, a lot of times people think money, and love is just support. Love is not giving up on someone. Love is saying, you know what, today I'm just gonna give you a hug. Today I'm gonna walk with you. Today, do you need a ride? Do you need food? What do you need today? And it's not just about money. So my sisters were there, always with me, my sisters. And then through this process, I've been meeting more people that are just amazing. I have amazing mentors now, and they help me, and they just inspire me to, when I come up with the idea, they're like, you can do it. Like, you're Gabby, you're crazy, go for it. Like, do it, yeah. And I'm like, but I don't have money, but I don't have this, and I don't have this. And they're like, who cares? Go for it, do it. And every trip, every outreach is so amazing. Like, it's crazy. Like, we always leave and we're just like mind blowing, you know, just to see the reaction we get from people helping, people providing. And it's just amazing just to see how much people want to love and how much people want to help. And they just need a little, hey, do you want to do this?
Right. We're firm believers that whatever someone goes through, the hardest thing they've ever gone through is really where their purpose and calling oftentimes comes out. And it's like we wouldn't necessarily receive the message of hope from someone that was just born into an easy life and didn't go through any trials and tribulations and stuff. So just knowing that all those hard times were really you sign up for a course for being able to deliver what you're delivering now. Just want to say thank you for everything that you're up to, and I know the struggle's been real, and now in service is just so beautiful to watch you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's amazing. I wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah.
It just gets better and better.
How can people get involved?
So they can look us up on the Instagram page, Facebook, on the website. They can just register and sign up for subscriptions, emails, and we can just get back to them. They can come on the trips, they can get involved on the outreach, and just they can donate. If they can donate money, they can donate their time, their supplies. It could be anything. Sometimes just posting a picture online, I'm like, great, you're just sharing love. You're sharing who we are. You're talking about this orphanage. That's just, a way of helping out too.
Yeah, we always talk about tithing. Tithing is time, treasure, and talents.
Yeah.
Not just the money.
No.
If you don't feel comfortable giving that, just give a service to your community.
Yeah, that's actually our main goal, is to go back to the basics and teach people that, life is great. We all love money, right? But life is not about money. Life is about love.
Yes. Well, we love that you are part of our community.
Thank you.
Special shout out to Ryan Davis for the fabulous introduction and to share all of our love and all of our light with you. Please be sure to check out Gabby and the Divine Love Movement on Instagram. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning LaLa Land.
Welcome to Good Morning LaLa Land. We are so excited to announce
that Good Morning LaLa Land is now being featured on Connect TV.
That's right, you can check it out on Apple TV, Roku, iOS, and Android, as well as on the web. Check us out, we're going to be everywhere, literally.
We are going to believe, connect, and change the world. It's going to be a Good Morning LaLa Land.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. We are celebrating love today. Oh my gosh, I feel the love on this couch, I have to say.
We've had love of the puppies. They've been running around, barking. It's been fun. I love the dogs. Having them here is so much fun.
Where is Max?
So it is a 3-day weekend. It is a holiday weekend. What are you guys doing?
Obviously, we're doing a lot of Memorial Day stuff. We're going to be out at the VA, and this is our weekend.
Right.
So I would highly recommend people, and obviously it's a good weekend to have burgers and French fries and be with your friends, but understand what this weekend's about. It's not about buying a car, it's not about getting furniture. It's about the guys, the men and women that are fighting for this country, and and just bear that in mind. Even if you can't go do a Memorial Day thing, we're gonna let Jimmy go. But that's what this weekend's about. And you know what? Until I got involved with this genre, I wasn't that guy either. I was buying cars and buying furniture and going to barbecues. I didn't really think about what the day meant. So that's what we're doing. I think it's really important that we just take a couple of minutes out and realize, hey, thank you for our veterans.
Thank you for that reminder, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. How about you ladies?
Yeah. I am going to spend the weekend at the beach with my girls. I have a friend flying into town with her son, and we're just going to be at the beach all weekend.
Nice.
It's a good weekend.
It's a good weekend. That's right.
Hopefully we'll get some good weather. It's been like...
I hope so. We're staying at the beach for the weekend,
Oh,
so
good.
it better be good.
Okay, good.
I'm just going to be planning our next trip and just having some me time, trying to just take care of this.
Bring it in, right? So just knowing again, giving big loves out there to all the vets, men and women, everyone doing their best to serve, be the hero of your life, be the hero of whatever it is that your mission is, and knowing that just celebrating everyone, because we're all in this together, you guys. So.
And that's militarysixpack.com.
Vanilla Fire Productions. We are Good Morning LaLa Land, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Our favorite interviews are now also available as podcasts on iTunes.
Right, waking up the world together, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.